Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you motivate us and bring out the sacred content to you all. Today, I'm going to talk about a movie called as Bajrangi 2. Okay, and this movie also, I just received this movie very magically, and there was one festival called as Dhanteras in our, Indian culture, and during that time period, a god called as Dhanwantri, who is the manifestation of Lord Narayan himself. Okay, we worship him and we offer prayers to him, and we honor him during that day called as Dhanteras. Okay, and it is also a festival which is related to goddess Mahalakshmi. Okay, during this festival time, okay, I just received one movie, and it is a Kannada movie, and it is a very very beautiful and an interesting movie. Okay, its name is Bajrangi 2. Okay, and if you feel called to, you can just watch this movie. And in this movie, what will happen is there is a guy called as Bajrangi. Okay, he is a very empathic kind of a guy, and he's very very empathic and a pure soul kind of a guy. Okay, he is basically like a just like a star seed. Okay, so what will happen is the people around him, they want to do the animal sacrifice and all those things, and he just stops that thing, and he says that even those animals have the prana energy in them. They have the, even those organisms deserves respect. Okay, you cannot sacrifice them on the name of Rachel and all these things. He first of all fights with all those things, fights for animal rights also, and he tries to do his best to stop that animal sacrifice and all these things. Okay, so later after that, what will happen is he will come across a clan or a tribe. Okay, who are actually carrying the codes of God Dhanwantri. They are carrying the DNA codes of the Dhanwantri, God Dhanwantri. Okay, so those people are like the natural healers. They know how to heal themselves. They know what is a cure for certain things, and they are very very highly wisdomatic and highly intelligent people, and those people are just awesome. They have awesome supernatural healing powers with them. Okay, so the entire race, the entire tribe of people are there in the entire clan is there, who is carrying that codes and the DNA of Lord Dhanwantri. Okay, so what this villain aims to do is he just wants to pick these people up, and who he just wants to control this tribe, and he just wants this tribe to work for the dark force. Okay, but then the Bajrangi will be there, and he will be like, he will free these tribes who are carrying the DNA codes from the enslavement from the dark force, and he will free them up, and he will give them their freedom codes, and then he will teach them. Actually, they are very highly intelligent and knowledgeable people when it comes to the curing, but they don't know how they have to stand in their own power. They just work, they just have that enslavement issue, and they just they act like a slave for that the dark force, the villain. Okay, so when this guy comes in and he tells that you don't have to be slave for anyone, and you have a natural healing ability, and he just makes them realize that they have to come into the power, and they have to use their natural healing abilities for the service to humanity. Okay, they will put them into right direction. So anything which has that supernatural power, it doesn't if some people have their supernatural powers, okay, they need that right direction, and this Bajrangi will act like a the teacher for them. He will teach them how to use their powers properly for the well-being of the humanity, for the service of the humanity, and he will put them in the right direction when he comes into contact with these people. Okay, when all these things will happen, and these people will work according to Bajrangi only, they will realize that he is something nice, and he actually freed them from the enslavement of the this darkness and enslavement of the dark forces and all these things. Okay, when they realize, and they will start to listen to the Bajrangi, and when Bajrangi tells them that they have this curative abilities within them, they are the natural born healers, and they can use the healing powers to heal the humanity, to heal to for the betterment of the society. So what they will do is they will start to work with the this generation doctors, the allopathic doctors, and these allopathic doctors, what they will do is they will come in contact with these kind of natural healers, okay, who are carrying the DNA codes of the Dhanwantri, and then they will prepare the medications for the doctors, and doctors will take those medications and they will use those medications for the treatment of their patients. Okay, in return they will get the money. Okay, so now here is the glitch. What will happen is they will start getting that money, and because they are now getting that money, okay, now these people they again get greedy about that money. And what they will do is, as they are getting more and more money, they will feel more and more greedy. That greediness will develop in them, and they will even they will even try to kill their own teacher, the Bajrangi himself. Okay, so they will kill the Bajrangi also for that money. And then what happens is, there will be one person who will be like, I think his name was Sudhir or something. He will his life was also saved by Bajrangi. So what he will do is, he will go to some other place, and he will be trying to meditate, and he tries to gain more that meditative powers and all these things. And he will leave this place for his own life purpose and all these things. When he comes back and he witnesses all these things, how people have changed for their greediness and how they have attacked Bajrangi, then he will be so much upset, because Bajrangi is like a god for him. And what he will do is, he will just invoke the Narayan's energy, and he will start to activate the Narayan's energy, and he will call in the Narayan's energy to cure Bajrangi, and to because he was already dead, because those people who were greedy, they have already killed Bajrangi. And those people are also, now they realize their mistake after they kill the Bajrangi. Okay, before that they will be so much greedy. After Bajrangi is no more, they will realize that what kind of a bigger mistake they have done. Okay, so what they will do is, they will just burn themselves, the entire tribe, the entire clan, the entire people who are carrying those DNA codes of the Dhanwantri. They will just burn themselves. They will just self-sacrifice themselves, and their entire DNA, their powers, their the knowledge, the codes, everything will go off, because they are not anymore. There will be one old woman, who will be always guiding those people, but they are still not listening to that old woman. Also, she will tell them that, don't do all these things because of your greed. You are here to help the humanity, and that we have to use our power for the good, not for the bad. Okay, so leave this lower vibrations. This old woman will keep on saying them to leave that lower vibration, but they will not listen. Okay, but the old woman, just in case, just as a coincidence, what she will do is, she will just transfer all her DNA codes and knowledge to the guy, Sudhir, I think his name is, who went for that meditative journey and all those things. Okay, so when they all will kill themselves out of guilt, and the entire race is erased off, the entire tribe will get erased. Okay, so then when he comes back, and when he comes back and he witnesses all these things, and he will everybody realizes the guilt, and this entire tribe is no more, because they have sacrificed themselves, and they have burnt themselves in fire. And then the Bajrangi will be there, and this Sudhir, he will invoke the Narayan, and he will make the Bajrangi to come alive again. So this was a very, very beautiful movie. Actually, this kind of a thing happened in the past timelines, where where starseeds were different races, and they were having some curative or healing abilities, and they were burnt alive, or they have burnt themselves out of the guilt. So if you are a starseed who are memorizing, or recalling your cellular memory, where some kind of these kind of incident happened with you, then this movie is a call for you. You can watch this movie to reclaim your memory back, to to access your cellular memories, and to know in what timeline you have faced these kind of things, or maybe because that burnt memories are still there, still acting in some or the other way in your present life also. So you can just heal that timeline and that memory from your system, from your energy body, etheric body, and all the bodies, and you can be free from this that suffering, and you can claim your power back. Okay, so if you feel called to, then watch this movie, and you will understand what is a DNA code, how the DNA codes are transferred from from the divine, and how you are carrying that daughter codes, the son codes from the from the divine DNA. If you're a star child, you will understand all these things, and how the entire tribe tribe is been erased, okay, just because of the misunderstandings, okay. Sometimes out of the guilt they just burnt themselves. Sometimes, the misunderstandings have been created wantedly in some specific timelines where, there was no option except to, get burn yourself out, okay, because the situations were like that, maybe in some past timelines, maybe in the Celtic timeline, or maybe in some other timelines, okay. So you can see, what kind of a timeline is playing out, in your consciousness or in your cellular memory, and you can, heal all that thing which is still making you suffer, and you can claim your power back, okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you learned some things from this movie. This movie is a very brilliant movie, okay. So you can watch it, and it is a very interesting movie, and it is connected to so many timelines, okay. As I already mentioned, it is connected to Celtic timeline, it is connected to the timeline where people used to, be Ayurvedic doctors or healers, okay. It is connected to so many things, okay, in so many ways, in so many timelines also, okay. So whenever you watch or witness something like this, suddenly your cellular memory will come up online, okay. Your light codes will open up, and it will demand you to heal yourself, and it will it will give you a chance to reclaim your power back, and it will give you a chance to heal yourself out, okay. So this is a nice opportunity to watch this movie, and to level yourself up, and to awaken yourself a little bit more, okay, to activate your DNA, to activate your superpowers from within. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Ramaraksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Sri Matre Namaha.